Good morning, guys. Dobro jutro. We are now on Thursday morning of our 5th week again. Made a little mistake on the editing on the last video. For some reason, because I was editing it at the beginning of the 5th week, I just got confused. So yes, the last video was week 4 of our autumn visit, but I did write the 5th week for some strange reason. But now we are officially on week number 5.
Hi, we are Glenn, Jessica, Cody and Toby, and would like to invite you on our family adventure. That's GBtoBG. Yes, Great Britain to Bulgaria. We bought a rural property in a village not too far from Sunny Beach, and we'd like to show you our journey.
So we're having an early trip out this morning, mainly because we ran out of paint yesterday, as the new plaster has taken up 3 coats in the kitchen, and we've only just started on the kids' playroom, or the den, or whatever you want to call it. So we're nipping down to town to grab some paint, and we also had a power cut this morning, which is another reason why we thought we'd get out of the house. But as we got ready, the power came back on. So our first power cut was in the village, but it's all good. Hi guys, so it's now 4:30 at night, the sun's going down and it's starting to get a little bit colder, but what do you expect, we are getting on now well into November. Just wanted to bring up something about water. So yes, we do have tap water to the house and it goes to a water meter and we only pay for what we use, and the tap water is drinkable. We do put it through the kettle for our brews and through a filter, but we also have spring water, and this is one of at least 4 springs we've got in the village. This is just outside the village on the way to the mountains, and the spring water is very, very clean in Bulgaria. It is high in mineral content, so it is advisable to still run it through a filter, and that's kind of what we do. So we've been collecting it this time, mainly because the price of bottled water has gone up a little bit. So we get the big bottles and they've gone up to 4 lev something. So instead of buying them, we've been bringing our empties and filling them up at one of the springs. So still filtering it, but it's lovely, fresh mountain spring water. So guys, just another 100 or so yards up the road from where the natural spring was, we've got an amazing building. Now this building, I was aware before we arrived here, is the White Rakia, which is a distillery, Rakia distillery, and used to be a hotel and bar, I believe, and it's absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, even though we realised it had loads of good reviews and it seemed like somewhere nice to visit, it is now empty and derelict. I don't want to venture too far in because there is security on this site, but yeah, it's a beautiful property, and it would be interesting to see what would be if it came on the market for sale, an asking price. Now I've got a feeling, even though it's kind of on the way into the mountains, I've got a feeling with the size of the property and the business opportunity with it, it would ask quite a lot of money. But yeah, very interesting. You never know, it could be the future. The views are incredible, and even though it's late evening, it's still stunning, absolutely stunning. So just walking back into Glofsa, our little village, and I don't know if you can see it in this light, this fading light, but that is the cemetery at the back there. and the cemeteries always seem to be just on the outskirts of the village. So yeah, and from this point we can actually see all the way down to Sunny Beach in the distance. So I can see Košarica, I can see Svetivalas, and I can see Sunny Beach in the distance, which is pretty impressive really, considering we're a good 20 minutes on the buzz away. But yeah, so just wandering back into Glovsa. Good morning world. Well, the sun is shining over the mountains and beautiful morning, and we've just had a delivery, so our kitchen has arrived. So it's worth mentioning that any deliveries you get here in Bulgaria will just be dropped at your gate. Very rarely is it taken in. We have had some that'll bring it into the garden, but yeah, unless you pay extra, they won't take it into the house for you. And you certainly need to pay extra if you're taking it up any flights of stairs. Obviously we don't need to do that, being a bungalow, or a one-storey as I like to call it over here. So we have all our kitchen units and worktop delivered now. I'm a little bit worried because there is one thing missing that I thought was included, which is a sink. So it looks like we have to source a sink for it now, but not to worry, I'm sure we can do that. And we'll get these boxes inside. See you later, guys. Hey guys, so at the village shop, waiting for the bus because it's Saturday again, which means our Saturday trip out to see our friends Brent and Barbara, who have become like surrogate grandparents, or Bulgarian grandparents, even though they're expat Brits, but yeah, surrogate grandparents to our kids. It's always nice to see them, so go and have a drink in time. Catch you guys later. Hi guys, so we are now on Monday afternoon, late afternoon, and I'm just trying to sort out the peshka for the kitchen. So, not an easy one. I had the bricks taken out before we put it in the car, just to try and make it a little bit easier to get in and out, and obviously then it becomes a challenge, like a jigsaw puzzle, to put them back. But that's what I've been on with, that's what I've been doing. We're only putting this in now temporary because it's freezing. It's gone really, really cold, especially overnight. So we're working on getting it in temporary. So I've given it a quick spray, some heat spray just to make it look a bit tidier. Currently fitting the bricks inside, and it will be going on the tiles in the corner. So yeah, getting there very, very slowly. Well guys, there you have it. Your peshka wood burner is in place and lit and doing well. So it's definitely warming up the rooms. We're leaving the doors open, seeing how far the heat will travel through the house. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So the reason why I wanted this particular type of peshka is because you have an oven as well. So the top bit is an oven which is already absolutely roasting hot. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to cooking some meals in there. I've been told it's really good for pizzas, so we'll be trying a pizza in there before long. So we've got the oven part to it, and then of course we've got a really good deal, and we got the radiator as well. And I've had to mix and match some of the flue pipes or chimney pipes just to make it fit. So some of them are from the old peshka that's outside, and some of them are what I got with this one. So yeah, definitely needed at this time of year because it's gone really cold, and poor Jessica has gone down into town to do some shopping, and the bus hasn't turned up to bring her back to the village, so she's got a 40-minute wait in the freezing cold waiting for the next bus. Hope that one turns up, so I think it's the last bus of the night. Anyway guys, catch you later. Dos coro. So guys, the first meal out of the peshka oven is just a pasta bake. So it's tuna pasta bake surprise. The surprise is there's no tuna in it, so it's just a pasta bake with some sweet corn and chickpeas. But it's cooked really well in the peshka, so nice surprise there. Considering I've not really been maintaining the heat on it, it's just been up and down during the day. Just left it in for a few hours and it's cooked perfect. And as you can hear, I've got a little boy that's hungry.